I mean, I'm really excited about more people sharing their story. That's going to be really cool.
I mean, you've got loads of calls booked in with people that are sharing their story.
Well,
Next week you're filming with quite a lot of people, amazing people coming in to tell their stories. So we'll have like video footage and film of people sharing their story.
Yeah.
And that's ridiculously cool.
Where they're talking to me or to George, and then we just capture.
Can you show a little clip of Shayan's example? So people...
What does that do for us?
It kind of was pushed out and bubbling beneath the surface, you know, and a lot of who I became was an image of who I wanted to be perceived as a lawyer, right? And so I think looking back, I didn't really know what it was. I just knew there was times where I had higher energy and there's times where I had very low energy. You have to be comfortable with yourself at the end of the day because you can't run away from yourself. And so that was kind of like the first, right, something needs to change. I didn't know what, and I didn't really know what mental health was in the grand scheme of things at that time. But it's just like, okay, first things first, I need to just spend time with myself and understand who I am and why do I feel this way and why do I see the world this way and why do people respond this way to me.
My role in this movement is, I do think to lead it and champion it, but then as part of that doesn't just mean leading by example. It also means like helping other people and like facilitating other people sharing their story.
Hi Stephen, how are you?
Hi Dan, James here from Sanctus. Hi Joe, it's James from Sanctus. Hi Ollie, how are you? Hi Randy, it's James. Hi Jeremy, it's James here from Sanctus. Hi George, it's James from Sanctus. Hi Evgeny, how are you? How are you doing?
Doing that.
And you're going to start telling your story.
I think I want to do one as well. So I'm going to be kicking that off by telling the Sanctus story from my own personal story. And I think it's the same story because we both went through it together, but from a different perspective. I think James went kind of like kept flat and then went like that and then went sort of slowly back up. Whereas mine was like that and then maybe flattened out. And there was definitely times when I was low, but I don't think I went down that far.
At the moment, really, there's been one voice.
Figuring that out. Maybe I've been through depression. To be honest, I probably have. Just don't know. I think when we're asking for people's stories, I think we're not only asking for
No, we're not.
For this point, we're asking for anyone's reflection on what they perceive as mental health. Genuinely, that's part of it. You've got this spectrum of mental health. Like sometimes you are okay and fine. Sometimes you're great, and sometimes you're not so great, and sometimes you go off the chart, or to the bottom end of the spectrum, and things really aren't great. So
we, in general, at Sanctus and just broadly, there's only stories at this end, and I think we're lacking some stories from this end of the spectrum from people like you, like that are just like, you know what, I've not exactly been depressed or had panic attacks, but you know what, there's been times where I felt low or just not right. I think that's the thing you always say to me, it's like there was times when you just like, you weren't yourself.
Definitely. So it should be interesting.
Yeah, and there'll be some more people sharing their story next week, so
cool.
Next week,
episode
10, double figures.
Big milestone, the big number 10.
Let's have it, we'll see you next week, Sunday 8 PM.
Boom!